So in 2017, I bought my very first Class C motorhome, and it was a 2005 Four Winds Chateau, and it sat on a Ford E450 chassis. Now it had 44,000 miles on it with an owning generator that had 644 hours on it. But at the time, I knew nothing about RVs, and I didn't really even know what to look for or what questions to even ask. I purchased it from a dealer. They gave me a limited warranty on everything, and I brought it home. I immediately listed it on RV Share. After a few days or so, it got a booking, and then it got another booking. The second renter informed me that he noticed some leaking oil out of the compartment where the generator was located, and I didn't really know what to think of it or exactly what to do at the time. He continued using the generator. It was working fine, and then he gave me a call and said that it completely stopped. What ultimately happened was oil was leaking out of the valve cover area, and just due to failed gaskets over time from sitting, and then the engine just seized altogether. So rather than try to repair the generator, since it was a rental, I decided to go ahead and just purchase a new generator altogether. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to remove the old generator and then install the new generator. All right, so let's get started. So the very first thing that I wanted to do was disconnect the battery to prevent any sparking or shorting anything out. Then I removed the fuel line from the fuel pump and disconnected the electrical plug and battery connection from the generator solenoid. Once I had all the cables and hoses disconnected, I just carefully placed them to the side. And using a 14mm socket, I began to loosen the front bracket holding the generator in place. And there were 2 bolts on either side of the bracket that needed to be removed. Once I had those removed, I just took the bracket and put it to the side, and then I used the floor jack to slightly lift the generator so that I could pull the generator out of the remaining support brackets. It took a few tugs to get it to loosen, and then I was able to pull it completely out of the support bracket assembly. Then I lowered the generator down with the floor jack onto a 4-wheel wood dolly. Now the generator itself weighs approximately 170 pounds or so, so using the dolly in combination with the floor jack was about the easiest way that I could maneuver once the generator was removed. I ended up just tying the fuel line and the battery cable to the frame of the generator brackets just to keep everything off the ground and separate from one another to prevent any potential issues. To install the new generator, I used the same method of combining the floor jack with the dolly, and then just maneuvered it into position and lifted it into place. Once I was at the right height, I reinstalled the front support bracket and then carefully lowered the generator into place, making sure that it was completely secure and everything was tight. I then reattached the fuel line and the electrical plug and tightened down the battery cable to the solenoid of the generator. Now the exhaust pipe that came with the generator, it was a little too short, for the position of this generator with this RV. So I ended up just removing the exhaust pipe from the old generator and attaching it to the new generator. Lastly, I just reconnected the battery and then primed up the generator and then started up the engine. So the install really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, considering it was my first time ever doing something like this. I think the toughest thing was just loosening the bolts that had rusted in the brackets, and then also maneuvering the new generator into position. But overall, it went pretty smoothly, and the generator's running great now. So hopefully this video was helpful in some kind of way. You got some value out of it, and if so, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got other videos that could be helpful as well, and hit the like button. As always, thanks for watching and supporting the channel. And if you have any questions or comments or even a helpful suggestion, leave that in the comment section below. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care.